In a surprising move, Saudi Arabia is shaking up its economy by embracing innovation and new realities. Despite being heavily reliant on the oil industry, the kingdom has made significant strides in diversifying its economy, and the automotive sector is a prime example of this. With 160 vehicle factories now online, Saudi Arabia is producing an array of cars, engine parts, and accessories, including a growing number of electric vehicles. According to the Saudi Ministry of Industry and Mineral Resources, there are 33 factories producing parts, accessories, and engines, 21 factories for vehicles and structures, and 106 factories for trailers and semi-trailer vehicles or trucks. These optimized cost structures are setting the stage for further innovation within the kingdom, as highlighted by a recent report from Arthur D. Little Middle East, a leading management consultancy firm. The report notes that the increasing number of car sales in Saudi Arabia, which are projected to grow by 34% annually until 2025, makes this the perfect time for innovation-driven use cases within the kingdom. Saudi Arabia is determined to be at the forefront of this new reality, and with Lucid Motors, it is poised to revolutionize the industry. According to Joseph Salem, a partner at Arthur D. Little Middle East, establishing electric vehicle manufacturing facilities is critical to stimulate local demand and creating job opportunities while boosting the economy. The kingdom aims to produce 300,000 cars by 2030, accounting for half of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries' car sales by 2025. Of the 1.15 million cars sold in the kingdom, 62,000 are electric cars, projected to make up between 5 and 7% of the growth in the country. Lucid Motors is one of the significant manufacturing projects currently in Saudi Arabia, along with Seer, dedicated to electric vehicles, and SNAM for conventional cars. In January 2022, SNAM's president Fahad Al-Duhaish announced laying the foundation stone for the first car assembly plant in Jubail Industrial City. The plant and testing area will span 120,000 square meters, with a production capacity of 30,000 cars annually. The establishment of EV manufacturing facilities in the kingdom will not only help boost local demand and create job opportunities. Still, it will also play a critical role in serving neighboring nations while accounting for regional specifications. With Lucid Motors' entry into the kingdom's automotive sector, there is no doubt that Saudi Arabia is well on its way to revolutionizing the industry and becoming a significant player in the global EV market. In a bid to transform Saudi Arabia's automobile industry and spearhead innovation, the kingdom has been constructing 160 vehicle factories, including those dedicated to electric vehicles, which will fuel both the domestic sector and regional demand. According to Arthur D. Little Middle East, these electric vehicle manufacturing facilities are essential for fostering local demand through competitive pricing and faster time to market. They also play a crucial role in serving neighboring countries, creating job opportunities, and boosting the region's economy. Lucid Motors, an American-based electric vehicle manufacturer, has already signed an agreement to build a production factory in the kingdom with an annual capacity of 155,000 electric vehicles, set to receive financing and incentives of up to $3.4 billion over the next 15 years. The boost for the sector continued with the sale of an industrial plot to Seer National Automotive Company to build a specialized factory for electric vehicles, valued at $95.53 million, which will create thousands of high-skilled jobs. Lucid Motors, a US-based electric vehicle manufacturer backed by the Public Investment Fund or PIF, is all set to roll out its first Saudi-assembled electric car in September. The vehicle will be assembled in Jeddah, marking a significant step for the kingdom's automotive industry. Faisal Sultan, Vice President and Managing Director in the Middle East, confirmed the news on the sidelines of the PIF's Private Sector Forum in Riyadh. The company had signed deals in May 2022 to build a production factory in Saudi Arabia with an annual capacity of 155,000 zero-emission electric vehicles, making it Lucid's first manufacturing facility outside the US. Thanks for watching this far. Let's jump back in. Lucid Motors is set to receive up to $3.4 billion in financing and incentives over the next 15 years, to operate and build its first production facility outside of the US in King Abdullah Economic City, Saudi Arabia. The facility, known as AMP-2, is backed by the Public Investment Fund and is expected to create over 4,500 jobs in the area. Approximately 85% of the factory's production will be exported, reflecting the competitive location and abilities of Saudi Arabia. According to Mordor Intelligence, the Middle East and African EV market is expected to reach $93.10 million by 2027, representing a compound annual growth rate of more than 15% during the forecast period. During a recent panel session, the Lucid official discussed the potential for strategic collaborations with other entities in the private sector to expand the value chain of the project. The production facility of Lucid Motors in King Abdullah Economic City, Saudi Arabia, will be the company's first outside the US. The project was financed by the Saudi Industrial Development Fund and the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, which is expected to provide incentives and financing to Lucid Motors of up to $3.4 billion over the next 15 years. The facility is set to produce up to 155,000 zero-emission electric vehicles annually, with 85% of its production expected to be exported. In addition, the project is expected to create over 4,500 jobs in King Abdullah Economic City. The Middle East and African EV market is forecast to reach $93.10 million by 2027, reflecting a compound annual growth rate of over 15%. That's an ambitious goal, but it aligns with Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 plan to diversify its economy away from oil and towards a more sustainable future. As part of this plan, the government aims to increase the share of renewable energy in the country's electricity mix to 50% by 2030. Encouraging the adoption of electric vehicles is one way to help achieve this goal. That's correct, Saudi Arabia aims to become a hub for making electric cars, and Lucid Motors plays a significant role in this effort. The kingdom has signed a deal with Lucid to build 150,000 electric cars annually in Saudi Arabia by 2025. This is part of Saudi Arabia's larger goal to be less reliant on its oil income, which is its primary source of revenue. The country's Public Investment Fund, which is around $600 billion in assets, oversees the effort and has already invested about $2 billion to acquire a majority stake in Lucid. It is worth noting that Lucid Motors went public through a particular purpose acquisition company or SPAC deal in July 2021, and its shares have experienced significant volatility since then. As of April 15, 2023, Lucid's stock price is $7.73, down from its peak of $58.05 in February 2021. However, the company's market capitalization remains above $60 billion. Are you excited about the future of electric vehicles in Saudi Arabia? With major players like Lucid Motors, Sear National Automotive, and SNAM investing billions of dollars in building new manufacturing facilities, the kingdom is set to become a global hub for sustainable transportation. Not only will this drive innovation and create thousands of high-skilled jobs, but it will also help reduce carbon emissions and improve air quality in the region. If you want to stay up to date on the latest developments in this rapidly evolving industry, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. And if you have any thoughts or questions about the future of electric cars in Saudi Arabia, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, this is Fred, and we'll see you in the next video. If you want to see more about Saudi Arabia's PIF Insane Plan for Lucid and the EV industry, check it out on this video.